Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? It's me, Dakanoth Fishman, and I'm going to show you some reports that we've been doing the past couple of days. Yeah, it's been pretty wild. As you can see, we've been killing millions of troops. Now, these are some hits that Hotgate did. Now, of course, Hotgate isn't with us anymore, because we had a bit of a dispute. But, you know, these reports nonetheless, pretty good stuff. Now I've got some reports down the road. I blackwinged somebody in this video, so I've got quite a few treats for you. I mean, as you can see, I'm just gonna fly through these some, but as you can see, like, it's been a good couple days. All right, it's been a lot of fun. We've been hitting targets left and right. You know, of course, I'm gonna have more videos out there for you guys, so hopefully you guys will get kind of a feel for some of the hits that we've been doing, but I don't know, man. It's been fun. You know, of course, I keep getting myself capped, and then I'll hit somebody, get capped, and we've been doing this kind of thing all day, all night. You know, it's been like this for the past couple of days. It's just been a lot of fun. Now, of course, you know, when we're talking streaming, pretty soon I will be streaming on the weekends. I think I'll be doing it sometime around, I think 5 p.m.-ish in that area. Probably, you know, we'll be determined. Just check the community posts, and I'll update you guys when the stream schedule will come to be. But in case you guys want to check me out, I'll be on there, up on YouTube every once in a while, doing some live rallies probably. Now, you know, with a lot of the targets that we've been hitting, you know, it's admittedly, it does kind of like varies from day to day. This guild here is SS. Now, again, you know, there's probably like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 main guilds in the kingdom. So to give you kind of some idea of what's going on, right? These guys always wanted to be allies. They're like, oh man, don't rally us. We don't want to be rally. But they won't stop putting themselves in dangerous positions. We've hit their bank. We've cleared their bank. We've hit targets that are sitting out that are like 400 or 500 mil in gear, and they don't care to shield or anything. It's like, I don't know, man. Even if you're an ally, you can't be doing this kind of stuff, okay? It's not a good idea. Now, a lot of these recordings, all right, I'll have them, and again, a lot of these are on my phone, so it does take me a little while, you know, but all the same, you know, it's been kind of fun to be able to get a chance to just really relax and hit targets and rally them. And so here are a couple of things that I can tell you from an experience, right? If you are going to rally a target, regardless if it's 300 to 600 mil, you always want to find their composition if you can get it. You want to test their phalanx and make sure you know what it is. If you don't know what I mean by that, all right? The idea is you want to send like siege and knock the wall down, and then you want to essentially try and send in like probably at the very most 1,000 T2 of each type, and then check to see what drops in the next scout. Like if you can scout them and they're no anti, you'll be able to tell. Otherwise, the other way you can do it is you can actually blast them and send like, I think most people like to send 300,000, but I've seen people do as much as like 100,000 T2 and smack them, and then just watch their might drop and see which one's lowest. Because the one that's lowest is the one that they're probably in phalanx to. Or the opposite way of doing it is to check the one that drops them the most, and that way you know what phalanx they're in. Either way, I've seen people do it either way, but the most certified way of doing it is to check and see what might drop the most, and that's the easiest way for most people to kind of determine. Of course, that takes 3 hits, but again, the idea is pretty much the same. And now, ultimately, when you do go out hitting a target, you want to walk, you want to put in talents, right? You want to be. It's just it's a matter of question, right? Now, if you happen to get something like Blackwing, if you happen to get like any of the T5 familiars, occasionally people ask me like which one between the 150% stacks and the 600% stacks. I can tell you the one familiar that I am absolutely happy I have is Blackwing. Now for this video, I'm going to spend 140,000 gems, just like that, just to show you what Blackwing will do to somebody. Because again, if you ever get into a situation where they like 1 million troops are getting reinforced in this castle, right? At this point, they're all going into the wounds, and I can't walk and kill all the troops. Do you know how you get around that? You blackwing it, because ultimately then all the troops that these guys think that they're defending against, well, that's not going to work out so well. Not as well as they think, anyway. And so the idea here is to pretty much give them this false sense of security. And so here we're just going to go ahead and we're going to flat hit this guy with Blackwing. Which means that pretty much 100% of his troops, when you've got it upgraded, will kill all the troops that get reinforced. And I know for 140,000 gems, it's arguably probably one of the most expensive targets and probably one of the most expensive uses and wastes of gems that I've done in a while, but it's always nice to have someone go, oh man, I just lost 1 million T4 all because I reinforced this dude. And all the people that reinforced, you know, most of the time they send around 200,000 T4, so you can imagine the individual losses there are pretty darn high. Now, if you ask me, if you get a Labyrinth win, that's what I spend my gems on, is a Blackwing. Because Blackwing has got a really nice use in rallies. He's a really wonderful tool to have around. And again, if you can get chaos scores any other way, then awesome. You know, and I know one way you can do it, which is through the Tycoon, but you can also do it through events. And again, you know, with the anniversary of IGG's game and the auto use update and everything, a lot of this stuff has really been useful. But even still, you know, there is, to a certain degree, you know, we're still recruiting in DBR. We're in Kingdom 66-3, so if you want to check us out, feel free. Again, my in-game name is Lion Saber. That won't change. And you're gonna see what I can do, okay, with the gear that I have. As you can see, I'm not packing the best of the best, but even with what I've got, it's still pretty darn good, because 1.9 million troops just died like that. And most of those troops that died, they were all reinforcements. So like he lost most of his troops in there and all the reinforcements that he got. So all the reinforcements died, all of those troops died. And it's a beautiful thing, because now I can solo them and I have no fear at all. It's just like that. I can send my leader and I have no fear. Now, you know, again, after winning, you know, like a lot of gems out of Labyrinth, mind you, I didn't win Jackpot, but I lost, you know, 1 million or so into it. You can see I still got a nice fat stack of gems, but my gems are slowly depleting, and that's due in part for the obvious reason of just being able to do the things that I do. But needless to say, you know, it is kind of fun to be able to do a lot of this kind of stuff. So if you want to join in and you want to be part of this, you know, feel free to join in and be part of the group. Again, this is one of my favorites right here, is I can just pop auto use just like that. That makes my life so much easier. So much easier. So much easier. But like, I mean, looking at that report, at first glance, you know, obviously we've been killing 4 to 5 mil. So whenever I kill like 2 million troops now, I'm like, ah, man, I need to kill more. Now, ultimately, maybe I'll have some more videos out here soon. It depends, because it kind of varies from day to day. I get capped and then I don't do anything for a few days, and so it's been a run of the mill kind of thing. But ultimately, I hope you guys can stay with me, you know. And so, like this target here, you know, we were trying to initially go after Nyberg, right? But then this guy tried to reinforce him, and so we ended up carpeting a rally on Sed, and Sed is like not very big. Sed was only like, I think, a few 100 mil, but as you can see, Sed is not doing so hot, you know. But it doesn't take a lot. Even if a guy like that, you could solo a guy like that, by the way. You could totally solo a guy like this if you really, really wanted to. You know, a guy like this can be soloed out. But with one rally, you'll see here, I just wipe everything in one go. And that's kind of nice. You know, if you're wanting to wipe an account without too much trouble, that's how you do it. Needless to say, though, thank you guys for watching. Feel free to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of those mobile content. And I'll see you then.